What is the Lean Agile methodology and how does it work? If you feel that your business is wasting time and money on things that don't generate results, you're dealing with waste. The Lean methodology exists to help eliminate that waste and maintain a focus on what truly matters, delivering value to customers as efficiently as possible. Here's what we'll show you now. What is the Lean Agile methodology? How does it work? How can you apply it to your business today? And the precautions everyone needs to be aware of regarding this methodology. All very practical and straight to the point. So, let's get started. 1. What is the Lean methodology? The word lean means slim or without excess. In management, it's a philosophy that seeks to deliver the maximum value to the customer with the minimum amount of waste. This approach originated in the Japanese automotive industry, specifically with the Toyota production system, created between the 1950s and 1970s. Although it started on the factory floor, Lean has evolved and is now applied in different sectors: industry, services, healthcare, education, offices, and even in the creation of new businesses. It teaches you to identify what customers truly value, cut what is unnecessary, time, resources, bureaucracy. Deliver value quickly and continuously. Learn from each step and improve constantly. But don't confuse them. The Lean methodology is not the same as Lean manufacturing. The main difference is that Lean manufacturing is the application of the Lean methodology in the specific context of manufacturing or industrial production, whereas the Lean methodology is a broader management philosophy that can be applied to any type of business or process. In other words, it is an evolution of Lean manufacturing, which focuses more on industrial and factory production. Meanwhile, Lean can be applied in various areas, such as healthcare, startups, offices, logistics, among many others. 2. Main goals of the Lean methodology: cost reduction. By eliminating activities that don't generate value, you cut expenses and waste from idle inventory, rework, and unnecessary processes. Increased productivity. By organizing the workflow, your team delivers more in the same amount of time without needing to increase resources or overtime hours. Improved quality. With standardized processes and error prevention, the product or service reaches the customer more consistently. Faster deliveries. By reducing bottlenecks and wait times, the time between order and delivery decreases, increasing satisfaction. More satisfied customers. You deliver exactly what the customer values at the right time and in the way they expect. Team engagement. By involving everyone in the pursuit of improvements, a collaborative and motivated environment is created. Better results. With everything working perfectly, the results you achieve will be the best for your business. The 5 essential principles of the Lean methodology for entrepreneurs. 1. Define value from the customer's perspective. Value is everything that customers are willing to pay for. This requires listening, observing, and deeply understanding what they need, avoiding the creation of features, products, or processes that are not relevant to them. 2. Map the value stream. This means identifying all the necessary steps to deliver the product or service and separating what truly adds value from what is waste. This mapping provides clarity on where to improve. 3. Establish continuous flow. Organize processes so that activities flow without interruptions, bottlenecks, or unnecessary waiting. The goal is to reduce the total time between customer order and actual delivery. 4. Pull production. Produce only when there is real demand, avoiding excessive inventory and idle products. This reduces costs and increases flexibility. 5. Continuous improvement. Create a culture where everyone in the organization constantly seeks to improve processes and results, even through small daily improvements. A tool widely used here is Kaizen, which works on this exact principle in a planned and assertive way. 4. The 7 types of waste that Lean combats. In Lean, waste is any activity that consumes resources without generating value for customers. They are divided into 7 classic types: overproduction, producing more than is needed or sooner than it's needed; waiting, idle time between production stages. This happens when an employee or machine is idle because they are waiting for another activity to be completed. Transport, unnecessary movement of materials or information. The cost of moving goods, for example, is always high, and any type of delay represents significant losses. Overprocessing, additional steps that do not add value. In other words, doing more than is necessary. That is, performing procedures that will be irrelevant to the final product or service. Inventory, idle products or materials with no immediate use. Idle inventory is idle company money, which is very detrimental to a company's financial health. Motion, unnecessary movements of people. Just as moving goods unnecessarily is a waste, the movement of people can also be a harmful factor to the production chain. This is because this movement takes away from the person's productive time. Defects and corrections, rework or discarding due to quality failures. In other words, creating a plan and training to prevent incorrect work, which can cause defects and inconsistencies. Practical examples of lean in daily life. Adjusting supplier orders according to actual sales to avoid stalled inventory. Standardizing processes to reduce customer service time. In restaurants or bars, organizing the kitchen so the team doesn't have to make long movements to prepare dishes faster without losing quality. In healthcare, reorganizing workflows to reduce waiting times for appointments and exams. In offices, simplifying approvals, standardizing reports, and reducing redundant emails and meetings. In short, the lean methodology can be applied to almost anything to prevent waste and optimize processes and results. And out of curiosity, do you identify any of these issues in your business that the lean methodology could solve? Write it here in the comments for us to know. How to apply lean in your business. The application, in fact, follows a structured process that can be adapted to any sector, whether industry, commerce, services, or even a digital business. 1. Start by understanding what value is to your customer. Talk to real customers through short interviews, surveys, behavior observation, among others. Ask what is most important to them: speed, price, quality, or personalization. Separate internal perceptions from real facts. Don't just rely on what you think, validate it. 2. Map your business's value stream. List all the steps that lead from customer order to final delivery. Include all activities, whether administrative, communication, production, after sales, etc. Mark which steps truly add value and which are a waste. 3. Identify waste. Use the 7 types of lean waste as a checklist. Producing ahead of time, unnecessary waiting, unnecessary transport/movement, processes with extra steps, idle inventory, purposeless movement of people, rework and defects. Here we can give examples such as team meetings that could be replaced by a written summary, inventory of products that haven't sold for months, excessive delay in preparing dishes in a restaurant, and many others. Create a lean action plan. Choose a few high-impact changes to start with. Define short-term responsibilities and deadlines. Avoid trying to solve everything at once. Remember that lean is about continuous improvement. Apply and monitor results. Make improvements in a controlled way on a small scale first, if possible. Measure relevant indicators: delivery time, cost per operation, and customer satisfaction. Compare with the previous scenario and analyze whether it had an effect or not. Maintain continuous improvement, Kaizen. Finally, repeat the cycle regularly. Encourage the team to propose improvements. Create a channel to receive ideas. Acknowledge the suggestions that work, and implement all improvements whenever possible. With everything we've explained here, know that the lean methodology is more than a set of techniques. It's a way of thinking about the business in a lean way, focusing on what truly matters to the customer and eliminating waste. This creates an environment of continuous improvement that increases efficiency, reduces costs, and strengthens competitiveness. However, be aware of criticisms and precautions for applying lean well. Focusing too much on the product and neglecting marketing, sales, or the business model, lean encourages improving what adds value to customers, but if the focus remains only on the product or service, other critical areas such as sales, marketing, and strategy can be neglected. After all, if no new customers are coming in, it doesn't matter how efficient the product is. Making premature pivots based on insufficient data. Changing strategy too early without consistent data can lead you to abandon something with potential. Therefore, it's necessary to balance agility with patience to collect reliable information. Limitations in businesses with long cycles or high initial investment. In sectors like civil construction, heavy industry, or projects with long maturation times, the return and learning don't come quickly. This requires adapting the lean approach to broader, longer feedback cycles. And how to protect yourself. Adjust the application of lean to your type of business. Not all principles will work the same way for every company. Also, combine Lean with strategic management tools to maintain a complete vision and not get lost in focusing only on operations. So, if you want to learn an incredible method to boost the performance of small businesses, watch this video that shows the Kaizen method used by almost all successful brands. It's really worth it. To do this, just click on the button above or on the link we left in the description. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to know more about how to set up and manage your own business, visit our YouTube channel where we have several videos about this subject. If you liked it, share this video with your friends and family to help them too. Thanks, and see you next time.